have to make this video quick because Dan is not on fire is doing a live show in half an hour. So we're gonna make this a quick video. Hey guys, it's me, Emily, and today I'm going to be making a video talking about cast connections. And this has been a long video coming because I remember saying in videos past about how I want to make a video about cast connections. I think it was my Mickey Ears video where I talked about wanting to make a video about cast connections. So this is the video about cast connections. You're gonna have to ignore the fact that I am wearing thousands of Alex and Ani bracelets right now because I don't want to take them off for the video and they're kind of loud, so we're just gonna pretend like you can't hear those and we'll just get started. So Cast Connections is a merchandise location that is still on Disney property, but is something that is very, very limited to cast members. It's kind of like in like an empty warehouse building. It's by Coronado Springs. It's kind of behind Coronado Springs Resort. It used to be behind the Magic Kingdom, but I think they permanently moved it to where it is now so they could have some more space in the Magic Kingdom parking lot for cast members because that parking lot is so tiny. It is a kind of like a Disney store that is on Disney property and is exclusive to cast members. It's something that I did not know about before my college program. I didn't know this type of thing existed. So Cast Connections is made up of two stores, and the first store is like the basic Cast Connection store, and then the second store inside is called Mickey's Treasures, which I will talk about later. That's gonna be like the main point of the video, is talking about Mickey's Treasures, but we're gonna focus on Cast Connections right now. So Cast Connections is kind of like a gigantic empty warehouse building. It's kind of like the size of, I don't know, like a Walgreens maybe. It's probably as big as that, maybe a little bit bigger, but it is a kind of big, kind of spaced out type store. It's basically just a character warehouse store, and if you're unfamiliar with what the character warehouse stores are, those are located off Disney property. I think there are a couple in Disneyland as well. They're not just limited to cast members because they are off property. The closest one is actually right across from the Commons living area for college program students. It's at the mall. That one does get a lot busier because it's a lot quicker and easier to get to and it's closer to the parks. Otherwise, the second one is a lot closer to Universal Studios, and I've heard better things at that one because not as many people go to that one, if that makes sense. So basically what character warehouse stores are is that they are these stores that sell kind of outdated merchandise. It's still all brand new merchandise, hasn't been touched, but it's all kind of outdated stuff. Like you could probably find Halloween stuff if you're going in like spring, or you can probably find like Christmas stuff if you're going right after Christmas. That would be the place to go to right after a big holiday like that happens. So especially for like food and wine, flower and garden, I would try and go to a Cast Connections or a character warehouse store like immediately, not really immediately, maybe like a couple week or two after the event, so they might have merchandise from it then. They get a lot of stuff from runs on like races and stuff and marathons, and so you could definitely find some merchandise there, and it's stuff that hasn't been sold, so it's just left over. So that's something that if you want a shirt from a marathon that you're running, or if you want like a Christmas party shirt, I would just wait and just purchase it at a character warehouse if it's easy to get to for you, or if you're on the college program and want to save some money. So that's basically what character warehouse stores are. I mean, I go to character warehouses all the time. I go to Cast Connections all the time. They're basically the same thing, except one is just limited to cast members. And when I say cast members, that means cast members and their guests. So when you walk into the building, there's going to be someone there who is checking for blue IDs. So you're going to show them your blue ID. This is my Disney store one, and you're just going to show them your ID, and this works for Disney store too. You show them your blue ID, and then you say, these are my guests, and they can only go to the Cast Connections part. They cannot go to the Mickey's Treasures part of the store. That is exclusive to just cast members, nobody else, no guests, nothing. So just cast members and guests can go into the bigger part of the store. I hope this is all making sense. It's kind of confusing. What I usually do is I go straight to the back towards the Mickey's Treasures part, and that is where the stuff that I tend to find a lot of my treasures, no pun intended, at. So before you even walk into the doors for Mickey's Treasures, there's going to be a cast member standing out there checking for blue IDs again, but making sure nobody else tags along behind you and seeing everybody's blue ID. So you're gonna have to get your ID checked. You keep it out at all times basically when you're in there, and then you just walk inside, and this is like a really tiny part of the store. Like, it's super tiny. So what Mickey's Treasures is, it's kind of like, I kind of talk about it as a thrift store to Disney merchandise, and that I say that because this is all merchandise that has either been returned, it's been damaged, it's stuff that like has one more chance before it gets tossed, basically. There you will find basically every single type of Disney merchandise you can imagine. They have t-shirts, they have Mickey ears, they have pins, they have dolls, they have every type of merchandise, but it's very, very limited to whatever they have. So it's just like a lot of times you're only gonna find like one shirt, but it might not be in your size, but it's the shirt you want. So there's that. And it's already discounted 75% off. So if like a t-shirt you want is like $40, it's gonna be 75% off on top of that because it's damaged and everything. And they have little charts around the entire store that say how much that's going to be when it's 75% off, which helps me a lot because I'm not good with math. So that gives you how much it's going to be. And also you get your cast member discount on top of that at the total. So what happens is you go and purchase your items and everything's gonna ring up full price and you're gonna be like, wait, I thought this was not gonna be full price. I thought this was gonna be like dirt cheap. But all it takes is just a push of a button and everything gets lowered by like $1,000, it feels like, and it gets so cheap after, and it's really, really fun going. And it's something that if you have the opportunity and the time, I would go to it at least once a week because they get new stuff all the time. Every single day they get new stuff there. So I would try going once a week, and you can always find something. If you're patient, you could probably find something that you've been eyeing in the parks too. And most of the time it's just stuff that is an easy fix. Like a lot of times there might be like some action figures that have like an arm broken off, or like an ornament that has an arm broken off. And if it's easy to do, you just super glue it. Like it's that easy. Or a lot of times shirts which might be really wrinkled, you just toss them in the washer or you just iron them and you're all set to go. Like it's like nothing was even wrong with them. It's just stuff that like Disney can't do on the premises, basically. If a shirt has a pen stain on it or a pen mark on it, they just toss it right to Cast Connections. They can't wash it at the store because they don't have any way to wash it. So I figured I would just show a couple of things that I got from Cast Connections just so you guys can get an idea of the type of stuff that I've gotten from Cast Connections, and you can kind of see how lucky you can get, basically, if you are very, very patient like I can be. And also I do have a couple videos talking about all the Mickey ears I've collected over the years, and I'm not going to show any of my Mickey ears because the ones that I got from Cast Connections I've shown in those videos. So I will link those down below, or I'll have like the little card pop up somewhere around here and you could watch those videos to see which Mickey ears I've gotten at Cast Connections. And I will just say right now, all Mickey ears at Cast Connections are 25 cents. So if you are a Mickey ears hoarder like I am, that sounds like magic to you, basically. This I got on my first college program, and on my first college program it was located at the Magic Kingdom. I got this lanyard. It's just like a Christmas lanyard that I got because I was there for Christmas and that was exciting. It just doesn't have like the end part to it, but I don't really care because you could just use this for pins, or I just have it hanging up in my room because I didn't know what to do with it, but I just bought it anyways because that's what I do. The next thing I got was this shirt, and I've worn this a lot in the parks, but this is actually a Disneyland shirt, and I don't know how a Disneyland shirt ended up at Cast Connections, but it's this Disneyland shirt. And if you can, I'll hold it up a little bit better. If you can try and spot the reason why I purchased this shirt in a couple of seconds, you will be my best friend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a hitchhiking ghost. I think it's Ezra, but yeah. And it also has the Haunted Mansion on it. I believe this is the Haunted Mansion. I kind of prefer the layout of Disneyland's Haunted Mansion more than Disney World, so that's why I kind of got this too. But it's a really cute shirt, and it kind of reminds me of the ones that they sell like overseas at like Tokyo or something. And it's really cute, and I have been to Disneyland before. Like, don't think I've purchased this and never been. I have been to Disneyland before, but it was like 2009, so it was a long time ago. I'm hoping to go again really soon, but yeah, I got this shirt, and it's really, really cute, and it looks like that on me. Da, 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 da. The second and like last thing I got that's Disneyland related was this 60th anniversary quarter sleeved shirt, and I don't know what was wrong with this. I don't know what was wrong with that shirt, but this I got because I did not go to the 60th celebration. But I really, really liked the design, and I just wanted to get a shirt just to be like, yeah, I totally did go. Yeah, it was so much fun. Yeah, paint the night. I loved it. But it's just really cute, and it has the Haunted Mansion on it too, which is something I check for right away because that is my favorite ride, in case nobody in this world knew that. I'm not good at haul videos. This is why I don't do haul videos, because I'm not good at it. I don't know how to explain stuff. Next thing I got was this R2-D2 shirt, and this is a child's extra large, I think. Yeah, a child's extra large. Because if you have the opportunity to wear child size clothes, I would do it because their stuff is like $10 cheaper than adults shirts. It might not be as cute, that's the only downfall. But yeah, so I got this R2-D2 shirt, and R2-D2 is my favorite character from Star Wars, so I had to get it, and he's wearing Mickey ears. And I wore this when I saw Rogue One, and I wore this when I went to see Force Awakens at Disney Springs too. So I think this has been through a lot. I wore this when I met Chewie and Kylo a couple of times too, and this is like my go-to Hollywood Studios shirt basically. The next thing that I got at Cast Connections is one of my like greatest finds. There is a rip in it, but it's not that noticeable. And so I saw this behind the counter at the register, and someone was looking at it, and I'm like, please God, don't put it back, put it back, put it back. And so she put it back, the lady, and I went up to the counter and I snatched it while I asked somebody if I could buy that, and they said yeah. So I got this Small World kind of glare from the stupid sun. Small World handbag. I don't use it because I have my own purses that I use, but it's just so cute. And there is a rip on the bottom of it. There's this rip right here. This was normally, I think, $50, and I got it for $11, I think, plus my discount on top of it. So I had to snatch this up, and I'm like, okay, this is cute, but do I really need this? Until I looked on the inside of it. And just look at the inside of it. Can you even see? Oh my gosh. It has like all the little kids by like all their countries, and it's just so cute. And I just keep this on display on my bookshelf for now because I just love it so much. And Small World has to be like one of my favorite rides because it's just so nostalgic, and I'll kind of show you a bit closer. The stupid sun is kind of glaring on it, but you get the picture. It's really, really, really cute, and there's like a couple stains right there too, but you know, I don't really care, and it's just super cute, and you just wear it, and I just love it, and it's so cute, and it's just cute. So the rest of my stuff is basically just clothes because most of the stuff I buy at Cast Connections is clothes. So the next find I found is this shirt, and this is just like a Walt Disney World shirt, and it's kind of made of like a jersey type material, like it's super, super soft. I've worn this a couple of times through the parks too, and it's really, really cute, and I think this was a kid's size as well, and I don't know what was wrong with it. The next thing I got is something that I wear way too much because it is my favorite park, and it is this Epcot shirt. And this is a medium or a small. This is a small shirt. Usually I like to go bigger with my sweatshirts, but this one I just cannot pass up because it's so cute. And it has the Epcot ball on it. It says Epcot Center. The only thing wrong with it I noticed is just that there's like a little tear in the sleeve. You can see that. That was the only thing that was wrong with it. Come on, Mr. Sun, play with me here. We got this little, yeah. Oh my god, the sun is being annoying. But yeah, so this is the shirt, and if you are a fan of Sir John Cozart, who makes the After Ever After videos and recently made the Nightmare Before Christmas / Haunted Mansion mashup video for Halloween that I love way too much. I may or may not listen to it every single day, but he has the same exact sweatshirt, and I tweeted him a picture and I'm like, nice sweatshirt or something like that, and he liked my tweet, and I was like, because he's one of my YouTube crushes. And so yeah, so I have this shirt, and it's really cute, and it's super, super soft, and Disney sweatshirts are just so soft. I don't know why, but they're just so soft, and I love it so much. The next thing I got is probably one of my favorite finds that my sister actually found for me for my birthday, because she was a cast member too, so she was able to get into Cast Connections with me. And so I will show you that in a second, but I do want to say, since this is my last thing, there are a ton of stuff that I purchased that I'm just not showing you. Like, I did most of my shopping for souvenirs at Cast Connections. Like, I legit found my photo album at Cast Connections for my college program scrapbook at Cast Connections. So there's a ton of stuff that I'm just not showing you because 1, I can't find it, 2, it might be too hard for me to get, and 3, I just don't know where it went, which is probably the same thing as number 1. But yeah, so that's it. But the last thing that I got, and I will model it for you because it is so cute, and it's actually a belated birthday celebration too, because it is it's a Figment sweatshirt because Figment's one of my favorites, and he's actually chilling right over there, so I kind of match him, and it was his birthday like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, yeah. So it's a Figment sweatshirt. I'll zipper it up so you can get the full effect. I probably look like an idiot to people passing by, but So I have this Figment sweatshirt, and on the back it has his wings, and then it has his little tail too, but you can't see it because, oh, you can kind of see it because I'm too short. But yeah, I have this Figment sweatshirt, and it's one of those things where like I can't wear this out in public. I can only wear it in Disney World. So I have this. I just love this so much. So we're just gonna finish the rest of the video in this because it's great. It's great, and it's like a kid's extra large, I think, too. And I don't know what was wrong with it. I honestly don't know. That is going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys have a great week and magical day, and I will see you all very, very soon.